Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have been paying attention to the crypto market, well, the last 48 hours have been very interesting. First of all, we experienced a very strong pullback as a lot of people started to lose a little bit of faith, and let's just say there was a little bit of concern that we will break below the previous support and actually go down into a downtrend. Well, just in the last 24 hours there was a recovery which actually broke above the previous support level, which would have acted as a resistance. Now keep in mind that wasn't only Dogecoin but actually Ethereum, which was able to show an explosive gain, and you guys know every single time Ethereum starts to go explosive, majority of the altcoins also experience a surge of money that actually comes into it. At the same time, there are some crazy news coming out. First of all, the rivalry between Elon Musk and Trump is getting bigger. We will have to take a look. We might have to put Doge on Elon. You know what Doge is? The monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. This is a very scary statement because right now Trump is going after two people. First one is Powell because he wants to get rid of him, and secondly is Elon because Elon is threatening to make his own party, and let's just say the big beautiful bill is slowly starting to not get that much attention when it comes to the entire parliament. Dogecoin rockets 3,444% just in 4-hour liquidation imbalance, while Visa and MasterCard race to tame a 250 billion crypto threat. You guys know the stablecoins are definitely trying to take the business away from them, while Bitcoin is making a run to the upside, trades at the highest level since 11th of June. And I remember watching Bitcoin price back in 2020, and we're pretty much in the same period, and we might see another explosion which might send us very high. Before we get into the full details, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with the crypto market, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button, especially turn on notification. It will just help you stay up to date with the latest and the greatest news first. And while you're there, slap a like on the video. Let's go for a like goal of 49. We've been smashing all of them, so you guys are legends. Thank you so much. Now let's talk about the open interest. This will give you a little bit of perspective in terms of how well the entire market actually did just in the last 24 hours. Now talking about Dogecoin, you can see that the open interest is up about 11% just in the last 24 hours, and that 11% is still not pushing the open interest above a billion. Keep in mind, if the market does decide to start doing much better, there is a much greater chance that we might see an explosion in open interest. I mean, not long ago we were sitting over 2 billion, and the long to the short ratio, even though the market climbed, it only dropped by about 2% from 78 to 76%, while despite the broader quarterly outlook shared in this video, the daily chart of Bitcoin looks promising. A daily close above 109,000 could open the doors to 118,000. I mean, currently the way Bitcoin is moving, it does show potential to hold above 109,000, but there is a huge resistance which have formed close to 110,000, and you guys can see that's exactly where we were rejected from. But if it is able to keep climbing, maybe all-time high is just around the corner, because you can see that previously this was around the zone where we actually also experienced a lot of profit taking. But one thing that is for certain is if you just pay attention to the way the US dollar is playing out, there is a lot of uncertainty around the entire world, and while all the uncertainty is stacking up, it's obviously making it much harder for crypto to also show explosive result. I mean, it's still doing extremely well, don't get me wrong, but it is definitely underplaying in terms of how well it should be doing, considering that we're pretty much in the middle of a bull market. And Bitcoin on the other end is also up about 7% when it comes to the open interest. In the long to the short ratio, let's just say the sellers are being favored quite strongly, with 55% or 54% going towards the sellers. Now, billionaire Peter is backing a startup bank that will target Bitcoin, crypto, and tech startup industries. The new bank will provide traditional banking products as well as virtual currency related to product services. Why is this a big deal? Well, we just need bigger names to be able to support more things relating to crypto, and especially seeing how many banks are getting involved with the crypto market, seeing more billionaires getting involved is going to be the next thing we need. An Italian banking giant to offer European clients access to BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF in a newly structured product. This is extremely bullish, you need to understand, because BlackRock's ETF has been one of those driving factors of this year's bull market, and especially the amount of money that it was able to bring into the crypto market, it's very, very good. And President Trump says Powell should resign immediately, and that's what I'm trying to say. And just to give you an idea, Trump doesn't really have control over what Powell can do, and this is pretty much putting a lot of pressure on him to try to get him to resign by himself. And Congress Thomas says he has enough votes to block Trump's one beautiful bill in the House. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this should give you an idea why people, or some people, are very strongly against it. Now, the one big beautiful bill is a major US budget reconciliation bill that passed the House as of 2nd of July, awaiting final House approval. It extends on the 2017 tax cuts, boosts defense and border security funding, and cuts programs like Medicaid and SNAP. Supporters claim it drives economic growth, raising family income by about $13,000 and strengthens security. Critics argue it adds about 3 to 5 trillion of deficit and risk to healthcare access for millions. Public opinion is largely negative, with 64% opposing it due to concerns over the healthcare cuts. The bill remains decisive with the final passage uncertainty. So for the people who didn't know, this is the best way to break it down. There's just two sides to this. There are people who are saying it's going to give it growth, pretty much have more military power, and at the same time help people by reducing tax. Now on the other end, it's going to risk how many people have access to healthcare, and seeing how not good healthcare is in America, this could be very, very big concern. And BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF surpasses S&P 500 ETF in revenue, as XRP and Dogecoin ETF approval predicted to follow soon. Keep in mind, Dogecoin approval can definitely change the entire trajectory of the crypto market, because Doge is not going to be just leading the meme coins. It's actually going to be leading the entire crypto market, seeing how much money it actually brings into it. And President Trump says if Doge looks into Elon, we're going to save a fortune. And Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Dogecoin surge as this, the voting is actually helping it push up. Now, keep in mind, the voting is very, very exciting, but at the same time, there are a lot of people which are very strongly against it. But if this goes through, there will be a lot of money that will come into the crypto market, and we might see a surge in the price very, very soon. While Dogecoin nears the key resistance level as analysts monitor potential breakout signal. Currently, there is a very high chance that we might be seeing a little bit of a breakout, but due to the uncertainty of what will happen with the voting, there will be a little bit of profit taking that might actually slow the market down. At the end of the day, everything I say is just my personal opinion, so make sure you guys do your own research. I'm not telling you to buy or sell anything. And Ethereum's Button reminds devs of crypto's core principle as corporate money enters the blockchain. Let's just say there is a lot of money that's coming in currently, while SEC is trying extremely hard to review of Grayscale's Bitcoin ETF proposal may influence crypto market sentiment. And let's just say the sentiments are pretty green. You just need to be a little positive, and I'll see you soon. I just want to mention one more thing. Make sure, not financial advice. Do your own research. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon.